Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. I am Paula at Paper Crafts by PRB, and I'm going to show you 3 different ways of doing a journal page opposed to just doing like ephemera pieces, or these are going to be something that you actually glue onto your journal page. So let's just say I'm going to work on this piece of paper. I'm just going to pretend that this is a page that's in one of my journals. So basically this first one is going to be, it's going to be a pocket, but you're going to need 3 different coordinating papers, and you're going to rip it from here to here. So you want to start up here and then rip down here to the corner. So the best thing for me is I like to mark it so that I know kind of where I'm ripping or tearing. Okay, so this one's going to go right to here. Okay, so basically I'm just going to start here, and I'm going to go like this. We all know how to tear paper. So, okay, so that's going to be this one. Okay, so that's going to go onto my page like that. Okay, and then the second one is going to go on the opposite side. So it's going to go this way. Okay, and then you want this one to end right about here. All right, so let's see here. If I start right about here, I always have the hardest time on this side, but here, let's see how I'm going to do this. Okay, so if I start here and rip here, okay, so I need this one a little bit lower than this. So I'm going to go, I can fill my paper up underneath here. So I'm going to start here. Actually, I'm going to start right about here, and I'm going to rip over here to this corner. Okay. And then this piece we want to be a straight edge on that one side. So let me go ahead and get out my trimmer, and I'm going to just cut this off right here. So that's why I use my pen to mark it, because that way I'm not wasting so much paper. Okay, so this one is going to go from here to here. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this one just like this. Like I said, these are just examples of different page layouts. I kind of get in a rut and kind of do the same thing over and over. So if I have 3 things that I always just put into a journal, then the rest of it can be random stuff. Okay, so then that's going to go like that. Okay, and then the middle, the last piece is going to go from here to about here. Okay, so again, I'm going to mark this. So I want it lower than this one, lower than that one. So we're going to go right about here. And again, I'm going to mark this because I'm not very good. And then we want it to end the same place, or approximately in the same place we were on this side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rip this one. And I don't know why I keep saying rip. I'm tearing the paper. Okay. So it's going to look like this. Yep, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to ink up around my edges. All right. And then you're just going to glue those sides. And then I'll show you how that looks on the paper. So, like I said, these are just basic ideas to fill up a blank page in your journal. They're very easy to make. All right, let's do this. Let's ink that up a little bit more. Oops, I guess I was out of the camera. Okay, Now from here, we're just gonna glue this side and this side. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my glue bottle to work here. Okay, so we're gonna glue there, and we're gonna glue there. Okay, and then we're gonna put that right along the paper like that. Or I guess it's gonna be our page, not just the paper, but the page. Okay, and that's a little crooked, so let's see if we can move that up some. Okay, and then we're gonna glue along here and along here. All right. All right. Perfect. All right, and then this piece is gonna go just like this. And it's gonna line up right here at this corner. All right. All right, so there you have it. And then you have three, let me just grab this tag. You have three pockets. You got one here. You have one here, sorry, one here. And you have one here. Okay, so that's the first one. All right, I'm gonna open this up. And the next one is very easy. We are just going to, let me get out my, so I have three pieces, three squares. This one's 5 by 5, this one's 4 by 4, and this one's 3 by 3. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna cut these right in half. Okay, so on the diagonal, we're just gonna cut those. Okay, so just like that. Okay, here's the 4 by 4. Only if I can get a hold of it. Okay, the 4 by 4, you're gonna do exactly the same thing from corner to corner. You're gonna cut that. Okay, and then the 5 by 5. Guess what? You're doing exactly the same thing. All right, so I'm just gonna cut that and cut that. Okay, let me put my scoreboard back over there. Okay, so all you're doing on this one is you're gonna go like this, and you're gonna glue, well, look at my paper is a little bit, I mean my, my journal, my goodness, why can't I talk? My journal page is a little bit smaller than my pockets. Okay, but I think you kind of get the hang of it. So I'm not gonna glue those in there since they don't quite fit. I'm gonna have to readjust. And then you're gonna do the same thing on this side. So you're gonna put this here. Okay, you're gonna put this one here. And you're gonna put this one here. Okay, so that they mirror each other. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. Okay, and then you're just gonna glue the edges on all three of them. You're gonna glue this side and this side. So then you have 1, 2, 3, 3 pockets, 1, 2, 3. And then it'll look like that. And that's your full page spread. Okay, so that one was easy. I'm just not gonna glue those in there because I didn't realize that my journal page is smaller than the squares that I cut. Okay, and then I have one more to show you. Okay, so all I did was on this one was I cut my scrapbooking paper so that it fit inside my journal page. Okay, and you have 2 notches right here because we're going to make 2 pockets. Okay, so all I did was I folded this to do my notches. Okay, so that they would be kind of even on both sides. And all you're going to do on this one is you're going to glue here, 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 and then you're going to glue right down the middle, or as close to the middle as you can. Okay, so we're going to go like this, and I'm going to glue here, here. I'm going to glue here, and I'm going to glue right down the middle, or close to the middle as I can. Okay. And then we're going to put that right onto the page like that. Okay, easy, easy. And then I just kind of decorate this middle part. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. It's just some lace with some rickrack on it. So I'm just going to put that, I'm going to glue that down a little bit. All right, and then I have a couple, let's see here, I have a butterfly that I'm going to put right here. Okay, and then I have a flower that I'm going to put right on the other, right down here, just to kind of decorate that up a little bit more. Okay, and then I have 2 tags. So basically, as you can see, you can put tags in here, you can put journaling cards in here. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so those are 3 different ideas for page layouts. So there's that one, there's this one, and then there was this one with the 3 triangles. Just ignore that in the background. I kind of messed that one up. But anyways, it looks like this. I think you get the picture of that. Very easy. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. And if you could, please subscribe if you haven't already, or give me a thumbs up, or leave me a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, thank you.